Kwezi Patrick is someone who loves what he does. If you put passion in what you do, you reach wherever you want. I do what exactly is right, and I will get what I want. Kwezi Patrick is someone who is lovable, because you can't impress everyone. Others will like you, others will hate you. But me, I do exactly what is right, and I'm progressing. Cinema Bleats is a show that actually runs on NBS TV, and it's a show that brings the latest blockbuster movies in cinemas, red carpet moments, what's happening in the film world, exclusive interviews of your favorite celebrities, actually, of course, international and local artists. And why now? It's just because I feel it's an urge to tell people what's showing in cinemas, both locally and internationally, since that's the passion I have. What brings me to this field? It's a lot. The passion I have. I can tell you I started watching these movies when I was still young. I can tell you every single movie that is showing, who is into this studio, who has bought who, which director, which new entrant is in. So I know it inside. Not necessarily just like other people who go to watch them in cinemas. But me, I sit down, I read, I watch 2-3 movies every day, just because I have to understand and come out in the open and tell people what's showing, who has bought who, if the movie is nice, the ratings, and more and more. That was 4 years ago. You know, I used to watch movies every single day. I don't smoke, I don't drink. So I used to take all my entire free time watching movies. So one day I came and I said, but now, how do people know about what's showing in cinemas? How do people know about all these movies that are coming in cinemas out there, in these shacks? So I went with an idea at NTV, and I told them, you know what, you guys, I need to talk about these kind of movies. And you know, the film industry in Uganda was actually really not well. So these people really didn't believe me. They said, nah, movies are always for kids and everything. In actual sense, actually, the film industry internationally makes a lot of money. I can tell you, Nigeria right now, it is the second income generating projects for the second in the GDP. It earns a lot of money from Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood. If Uganda we enhanced such kind of ideas, then we'll have great employment for people, we'll have revenue for the country, and of course our culture will be known by telling our own stories. So I came up with this idea and I said, no, I have to come and tell these people what's happening in cinemas, what's happening in the film world, what's happening in the, you know, it's a lot of industry. So I believed and I love it and I have passion for it. That's why I came out to tell people to start something called Cinema Bleats. Way back from NTV till now, I'm at NBS 4 years ago. First, I want to tell you, if you watch a movie, any movie, let's say Legend of Tarzan, they used scenes from Congo. We don't want to promote a movie by talking about it in by just hearing that coming and shooting here. A movie like, let me give an example, like Legend of Tarzan. They shot most of the scenes actually in Congo. Yeah, so they promoted Congo. So actually, let me tell you something. People abroad, they know more Congo than Uganda, because Uganda, they know the history of Amin. Let them come and tell the story of Amin. Let them. You see those movies like of Idi Amin, like Rachel Ntebe. We have the rise of the dictator. There's a lot of movies about Amin, but they really never promoted Uganda. The way we can promote Uganda through film is we tell our own stories. If we tell our own stories, we take them abroad there and let us compete on international level. Not acting a movie here and then we stop from here. There are very many movies and very many stories that have been here that have just died here in Uganda. There's a Korean movie that actually made it on the international scene, and actually it was nominated and even won awards on the Oscars. Oscars is one of the biggest events organized to award biggest filmmakers, producers, actors, actresses for their effort they have done in film. The corporate law can be there, but they don't implement it. There are very many movies still showing down there, that movies are coming out in cinema and still have down there. If you go to those Mutasa Caferos and Zai Plazas, you'll find a lot of movies that are still showing in the cinemas. Partially I would say yes, because now the UCC is trying to implement it, and partially I'm saying they're not putting in more effort to curb all these other piracy people in town. If we kept at this pace, and if I kept promoting these other people of ours, the local filmmakers, I'm telling you, in 5-10 years we shall have at least one movie, maybe premiering at the Ghana Film Festival or Durban Film Festival, even maybe on the Oscars, because actually we have a movie that has been nominated at the AVMA, Viewers Choice Movie Awards in Nigeria, called 94 Terror by Richard Mulindwa. Yes, that's a movie. So possibly, maybe we can also give we can have 5-10 movies being nominated at the Oscars. We never know. But I believe in the next 5-10 years, if our local filmmakers keep the way they are, we shall reach there. Yes, they should add in more money. You can never do something that you don't have money. You can see budgets of movies abroad or internationally. They have 20, 30, 40 million dollars. That's almost, let's say, a budget of a certain district in Uganda. The more money you put in, the more projects come out. Although I can't really guarantee that the more money you put in, but you have to have, it has to come actually on the line. The director, the producer, they have to be, it's not about money. At the end of the day, it is the art and love and passion you have for something. But what I should tell them is, let them do our own stories here in Uganda. They are copying stories of bullets and everything, fighting around rainbow and everything. We have a lot of stories here, GP and Gabon. We have kingdoms, all those stories there. Let them copy our own story. We have a unique thing. Why actually me, I'm unique just because my show is unique. No one has it and no one can do it just because I understand everything. Everyone comes to do this show because they want to make money. I have big sponsors on my show, but I love it also. So you love something, it gives you the results. So the best advice I can tell all local film stakeholders here is have passion, invest in it. Even if I know most of you don't have money, look for sponsors and work with our own stories. Of course, challenges are very many because you see, first of all, this kind of show, if I had even the funds I have, I would make it much better. The costumes, I want to act in a theme of a movie. Let's say Spider-Man, you remember the Spider-Man? I invested a lot of money and I put on a Spider-Man suit to feel the real movie like Spider-Man. And also Almiga, I put on a mask. Rainbow, I went and I acted in it, you remember. So the challenges I'm facing is, first of all, is the finance. Second of all, the challenges I'm facing is I need to interview the real actors and actresses of these movies here. It is the movement and coming out. All that needs a lot of money. And of course, the challenges I'm facing here right now is people need to believe in my story. Come and see, it's just not watching a movie, but I'm telling you what's happening in the movie world. Believe in what I'm telling you. Believe in me because me, I'm telling you authentic and latest blockbuster movies that are showing in cinemas, both locally and internationally. So my only challenge is finance. That one I'll disagree with you because actually for the last 6 months, I've been showcasing local talent. Any local movie that premieres, I'm there. Of course, I have to. My content is I preview two international movies that are showing in cinemas. That is my other target audience, and our own local talent that I always premiere. If you can see the shows of last 4-5 months ago, I have not missed at least any own local talent. Even if I bring in an international artist, at least I have to engage him, our own local talent. What is he doing for our own local talent? I have a list of more than 1,000, 2,000 actors and actresses locally here. So I want to take them either maybe to a body called ECC that regulates these movies and tell them, please, this is what we want to do for our own local filmmaker. I want to promote them. I have passion for them. Otherwise, it's possible I can say 50-50. Local content 50, international content 50. A dream chaser. The example, of course, is me. The dream I'm chasing right now, actually, I feel I've not even reached where I've reached. My dream is to be on the Oscars, interviewing one of the biggest celebrities, Ben Johnson, Keanu Reeves, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme, actually, my other name, if you go on the internet, is Jean Kwezi Patrick. That was my dream. People have other dreams of flying on the moon. My dream is either to be an actor, or a producer, or a filmmaker, or to be on the red carpet with someone interviewing them. That is my passion. A dream chaser is someone who chases his dream, and if he does it very well, then he gets his dream, that's a dream chaser. Now, having a degree is just not a degree. We also have a degree. I did a very different course from what I'm doing right now. Completely. I got my papers and I put them on the side and I did the passion I have. I didn't do any degree in acting. Don't just have a degree and you feel you've reached. Come out, be practical, be technical. If you feel you have the passion of acting, look for those film schools. There is one just film school and possibly one of these days I'm going to open up one. But go and act. Do what is passion. Let me tell you something first of all. If you do what you want, not killing, not drugging, not doing any other thing, you will get your dreams come true. What you do is study. Books and education actually helps you to elevate to what you want. It gives you knowledge to study, to read and understand exactly how the world is. But if it's not your passion, come out. If you want to become a pilot, decide and become a pilot. If you want to become an actor, come to me. Look for me, I take you to the people who do acting schools. Put in passion. At the end of the day, I keep insisting. Passion matters so much. I love what you do. I love what I do. I didn't earn any other money. I didn't earn anything for the first 1 year when I was producing this show here. but right now it's earning money. It's the one that's building my houses, looking after my family, and living large.